This is the L2C Media Network. And now, live from the Fred McLeod Sports Desk inside the Tom O'Neill Memorial Studios in Jackson. L2C Sports presents Steve's Sporty Balls. Now, with the stories, the headlines, the details, and the whole caboodle day in sports, here's Steve. I'm Harry von Stuttgart. Now here's Steve. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Harold. Okay, thank you, Harry, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to, welcome to a very, welcome to a day that we'd all like to maybe, ladies and gentlemen, today you sort of come here at a time when the world seems a little stunned, and we are. After the incidents, after the mass shooting, the disgusting violence that occurred earlier tonight in Texas. Oh, boy. Anyway, this program is going to try to lighten the mood up a bit. Lord knows we need some mood lighting. So thank you for tuning in. Let's get on with it. And I'll talk more about what occurred in Texas in our commentary. But right now, let's do some sports. And we have 6 games still going on. That's right, you heard me. 6 games still going on. One of them, I think, is going to be a final. So let's give you the score of that game right now. We're going to call it a final because there's no way the White Sox will come back. But in the Battle of Sox, top of the 9th inning, it is the Red Sox leading the White Sox 16-3. In the top of the 8th, it's the Angels over the Rangers 5-0. In the top of the 6th inning, or actually bottom of the 6th inning, thank you. Bottom of the 6th inning, it's the Royals over the Diamondbacks 6-3. Top of the 6th inning, Brewers and Padres are tied at 1. And also in the top of the 6th inning, the Athletics and Mariners are tied at 5. Excuse me. And our last game that's still going on right now, they're in the top of the 6th. It is the Giants 8, the Mets 2. Let's go for some final scores. And we got a big one. Colorado Rockies beat the Pittsburgh Pirates by a score of 2-1. 2-7-1 for Colorado, 1-5-1 for the Pirates. Bard gets the win. He's 2-2, and Bednar gets the loss for the Pittsburgh Pirates. His record is even at 1-1. Chicago Cubs laid out the Cincinnati Reds by a score of 11-4. 11-15-0 for the Cubbies, 4-8-1 for the Reds. Stroman gets a win for the Cubs. He's 2-4. Maul gets a loss for the Reds. He's 2-5. And Zellman gets his first save of the season for Los Cubbies. Yay, Los Cubbies. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm signaling my erstwhile cat. Uno. There's my sweetie. There you are. I gotta get her a treat. Treat. You know. Stick around. All right. Okay, we got the Cubs score. And let's go up a bit. Tampa Bay Rays defeated the Florida Marlins 4-0, 4-10-0 for the Rays, 0-5-0 for the Marlins. McClanahan ruled the day for the Rays. He got the win. He's 4-2. Lopez gets the loss for the Marlins. He's also 4-2. It took 11 innings. The New York Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles by a score of 7-6, 7-11-0 for the Yanks, 6-7-0 for the Orioles. Schmidt is your winner for the Yanks. He's 3-2, and Baker got the loss. He's 1-2. Los Angeles Dodgers over the Washington Nationals, 9-4. 9-9-1 for the Dodgers, 4-10-0 for the Nats. Buehler gets the win for the Dodgers. He's 6-1. Gray gets a loss for the Nationals. He goes 4-4. Braves over the Phils, 6-5, 6-14-0 for the Braves, 5-10-1 for the Phils. Jansen gets the win. He's 3-0 for the Braves. Nelson gets a loss. He's 1-1 for the Phils. Twins let the Tigers have it, 2-0 final score, 2-8-0 for the Twins, 0-5-0 for the Tigers. Gray gets the win for the Twins. He's 2-1. Brisk gets a loss. He's 0-4 for the Tigers, and Duran gets his fourth save for the Twins. Blue Jays beat the Cardinals 8-1, 8-12-0 for the Jays, 1-6-2 for the Cardinals. Gausman gets the win for the Jays. He's 4-3. Hicks gets a loss for the Cardinals. He's 1-4. And finally, the Astros beat the Guardians 7-3, 7-9-0 for the Stros, 3-7-1 for the Guardians. Valdez gets the win for the Stros. He's 4-2. Plesac gets the loss. He's 1-4. Hey, Matt G, how you doing? King of Tacos. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, everybody. And right now, why not? It's Tuesday. Let's see what's happening in the minor leagues right now. And we go to AAA, and we got some games still going on. Top of the 12th inning, Sugar Land and El Paso are still tied at 10. Wow. And it's top of the 12th. Top of the 8th inning, it is Sacramento 3, Salt Lake 2. Final in 11 innings, Indianapolis over St. Paul, 8-5, 8-9-3 for Indianapolis, 5-7-1 for Santa Paul. We keep going. Memphis beat Iowa by a score of 9-4. 9-8-1 for Memphis, 4-8-2 for Iowa. Tacoma over Las Vegas, 7-2, 7-9-0 for Tacoma, 2-6-0 for Vegas. In 11 innings, Nashville beat Toledo by a score of 6-4. 6-13-2 for Nashville, 4-7-2 for Toledo. Final score, Rochester over Syracuse by a score of 5-4, 5-8-0 for Rochester, 4-8-1 for the Qs. Jacksonville over Scranton Wilkes-Barre by a score of 3-0, 3-8-0 for Jacksonville, 0-4-0 for Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Louisville over Omaha, 6-1, 6-9-0 for the Ville, 1-5-0 for Omaha. Final in a big final in 6 innings. Don't ask me why. I'm often confused too, but Norfolk beat Gwinnett 10-1, 10-6-0 for Norfolk. 1-3-0 for Gwinnett. Durham over Charlotte by a score of 9-2, 9-13-0 for Durham, 2-9-0 for Charlotte. Buffalo over Columbus, 1-0, 1-6-1 for Buffalo, 0-4-0 for Columbus. Worcester over Lehigh Valley, 13-2, 13-15-0 for Worcester, 2-4-2 for Lehigh Valley. Oklahoma City over Reno, 14-7, 14-9-1 for Oklahoma City, 7-10-0 for Reno. Round Rock over Albuquerque, 8-3, 8-11-1 for Round Rock, 3-8-3 for Albuquerque. And whoops, let's sort of tilt you this way. Okay, let's now go to AA. Beep, beep. So we got some action going here, and already a final score because they were still going. Binghamton over Reading by a score of 4-3 in 10 innings, 4-6-0 for Binghamton, 3-9-0 for Reading, or Reading if you prefer. Portland beat Somerset 2-1, 2-4-1 for Portland, 1-4-0 for Somerset. Akron over New Hampshire by a score of 9-2, 9-10-0 for Akron, 2-6-2 for New Hampshire. Northwest Arkansas over Midland, 8-5, 8-10-0 for Northwest Arkansas, 5-12-1 for Midland. Altoona, they couldn't wait, but they did a good job. Altoona beat Harrisburg by a score of 6-4, 6-9-1 for Altoona, 4-10-1 for Harrisburg. Final in 10 innings, Hartford over Richmond, 4-3, 4-6-1 for Hartford, 3-6-3 for Richmond. Erie over Bowie, 7-1, 7-12-0 for Erie, 1-4-0 for Bowie. In 7 innings, Birmingham over Chattanooga, 7-2, 7-9-0 for Birmingham, 2-8-0 for Chattanooga. Wichita over Corpus Christi, 8-3, 8-10-0 for Wichita, 3-7-2 for Corpus Christi. Mississippi over Pensacola by a score of 5-2, 5-6-0 for Mississippi, 2-5-0 for Pensacola. San Antonio and Frisco were postponed due to rain. They will make it up on the 25th, which is earlier today. Amarillo and Arkansas, Tennessee, Rocket City, Montgomery, Biloxi, Springfield, and Tulsa, they were all washed away. All right, let's go now to the High A and see what happens. And right now we got a couple of games still going on, still in the madness stage. At the end of 8 innings, it is Spokane 9, Everett 3. In the top of the 6th, Eugene over Tri-Cities 3-0. Let's go for some finals, shall we? All right. In the nightcap of a twilight doubleheader, Hickory done a sweep of the 2 games, winning game 2, 2-1 over Winston-Salem, 2-6-2 for Hickory, 1-3-2 for Winston-Salem. In the next round, Hickory over Winston-Salem, 5-0, 5-8-0 for Hickory, 0-3-1 for Winston-Salem. Dayton over West Michigan by a score of 10-1, 10-15-0 for Dayton, and 1-1-1 for West Michigan. South Bend over Great Lakes, 6-4, 6-7-2 for South Bend, 4-4-1 for Great Lakes. Greenville over Jersey Shore, 9-1, 9-10-0 for Greenville. Jersey Shore, 1-6-2. Rome over Hudson Valley, 3-1, 3-6-0 for Rome, 1-2-1 for Hudson Valley. Quad Cities over Fort Wayne, 3-1, 3-4-1 for Quad Cities, 1-3-1 over Fort Wayne. There you go. Greensboro over Asheville, 5-2, 5-10-0 for Greensboro, 2-8-0 for Asheville. Wilmington over Aberdeen over Wilmington, 11-6, 11-12-0 for Aberdeen, 6-7-0 for Wilmington. In 11 innings, Lake County over Peoria, 6-4, 6-4-0 for Lake County, 4-10-2 for Peoria. Cedar Rapids over Wisconsin, 13-2, 13-14-0 for Cedar Rapids, 2-6-2 for Wisconsin. Beloit over Lansing, 2-1, 2-4-0 for Beloit, 1-4-2 for Lansing. Hillsborough over Vancouver, 3-2, 3-4-0 for Hillsborough, 2-4-0 for Vancouver. The postponement ferry hit again. Bowling Green and Brooklyn were postponed. They will get it on tomorrow, I do believe. All right, time now for a single A, and then we're on with the regular stuff. And here we go, single A. Let's get you updated. Top of the 8th inning, Rancho Cucamonga leads Visalia 6-2. Bottom of the 7th, it's Modesto 3, San Jose nothing. All right, we continue on. Fresno over Stockton 4-2, 4-8-3 for Fresno, 2-8-2 for Stockton. Jupiter over Clearwater 6-0, 6-10-0 for Jupiter, 0-4-1 for Clearwater. Lynchburg over Columbia, 9-1, 9-12-1 for Lynchburg, 1-3-1 for Columbia. Tampa over Lakeland, 7-5, 7-5-2 for Tampa, 5-6-0 for Lakeland. Dunedin over St. Lucie by a score of 6-2, 6-8-1 for Dunedin, 2-9-1 for St. Lucie. Fort Myer over Bradenton by a score of 9-3, 9-12-1 for Fort Myer, 3-5-1 for Bradenton. Down East over Fayetteville by a score of 4-3, 4-9-2 for Down East, 3-6-1 for Fayetteville. Carolina over Kannapolis by a score of 11-8, 11-16-1 for Carolina, 8-8-0 for Kannapolis. Charleston over Delmarva by a score of 10-9, 10-14-2 for Charleston, 9-11-1 for Delmarva. Salem over Fredericksburg, 6-1, 6-8-1 for Salem, 1-1-2 for Fredericksburg. Myrtle Beach over Augusta, 8-5, 8-12-1 for Myrtle Beach, 5-5-1 for Augusta. Daytona defeated Palm Beach, 5-4, 5-5-0 Daytona, 4-10-1 Palm Beach. Lake Elsinore over the Inland Empire by a score of 5-2, 5-4-0 for Lake Elsinore, 2-5-0 for the Inland Empire. And that is all she wrote for the big kahuna, otherwise known as our baseball updates. So here we go. We go from the baseball to let's get you updated on some basketball scores. That's right, we're still in playoff action. And there was nothing going on tonight. Nope. Tomorrow is another day. You're kidding. Even tomorrow tomorrow you got game 5 between the Celtics and the Heat at 8:30 on ESPN. That series is tied 2 apiece. So game 5 is going to be fun to see. Okay, so you got that. Let's shoot some goomers here and get you updated with some scores from the ladies. That's right. It's time to check in with the WNBA. And let's see if there are any games on tonight's schedule, tonight's slate. Oops. Let's see. 4 games slated for tonight. Let's give you all the scores. Dallas over Connecticut by a score of 85-77. Washington over Atlanta, 70-50. Chicago over Indianapolis, 95-90. Minnesota over the New York Liberty by a score of 84-78. Boom. I mean, wow, folk. Wow. It is truly, truly wild. By the way, before you know what? I need a little light, please. Very unique. Very funny. All right, there we go. I don't care if it blurs, if it bakes me here, but light will help. All righty. Let's see. By the way, our scoreboard, as always, is presented to you by the good folks at Caesars Sportsbook and Casino. And always remember, folks, we are Caesars, but even Caesars know their limits. And if you need to know your limit, hey, go to the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-522-4700. If you think you got a gambling problem, they're the folks to call because they can help. And with that, we go to let's see. We had baseball, we had basketball, we did hockey. Only basketball did not have anything going on. By the way, tonight on Rakeda Law, on the Rakeda Law channel, it's another edition of Law Explaining the Interwebs. Of course, a complete recap of Depp versus Amber Heard. And our good friend, that umbrella guy, was somewhat of a major focus during today's testimony. Nick Rakeda, the humble Minnesota attorney, will guide you through that and a whole lot more. Law Explaining Interwebs tonight, only here on, not here, but only on the Rakeda Law channel, only here on YouTube. And right now, let's join. By the way, we do have a little score here. The Mavericks just defeated the Golden State Warriors by a score of 119-109 to take the Golden State Warriors still have a 3-1 lead in the best of 7 series. Okay, let's get you some headlines and make them into details. In an offseason that was filled with a tidal wave of blockbuster trades and star movements, it's downright shocking that Aaron Rodgers, of all players, remained with his current team. But that's exactly what happened with the back-to-back NFL MVP inking a 3-year, $150.8 million extension with Green Bay Packers back in mid-March. At various points over last did feel like Rodgers and the Packers were earmarked for divorce this offseason, which would have thrust round pick Jordan Love up the depth charts as quarterback 1. Well, this extension now not only means that Love will be the backup in 2022, but Rodgers' new deal runs through Love's entire rookie contract. That sets up the possibility for him to never take a meaningful snap in Green Bay. Nevertheless, Love told reporters on Tuesday that he was happy to see Rodgers get his deal. Similar to last offseason when Rodgers was away from the team for the offseason program, Love is again taking the reins with the first time in getting the starters reps with Rodgers absent. And with the Rodgers saga now figured out, it does beg the question of what the Packers will do now with Love. Again, if Rodgers sees the end of this new contract, Love will in all likelihood be elsewhere in the NFL next offseason when the Packers will need to decide whether to pick up Love's 5th-year option. Could be a fascinating mile marker to see where things go eventually, leading for the 23-year-old as he tries to find his way into the starter conversation somewhere in the league. All right. In more football news, Um, Steelers are expected to name Omar Khan as the next general manager as the team enters post Ben Roethlisberger era. Omar Khan, the Steelers' vice president of football and business administration, is expected to be named the team's next general manager, according to the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and confirmed by Jason La Canfora, the CBS Sports NFL insider. Now, Khan will replace Kevin Colbert, who steps down following a highly successful 22-year run. Holy moly. Now, Khan was one of 6 candidates the Steelers brought back for a second interview. The other 5 were Steelers pro scouting coordinator Brandon Hunt, Titans vice president of player personnel Ryan Cowden, Buccaneers vice president of personnel John Spytek, former Bills GM and Steeler executive Doug Watley, and Eagles VP of player personnel Andy Weidl. Weidl is expected to be named as Steelers' new assistant GM, according to Aditi Kinkabawala. The 44-year-old Khan has been with the Steelers since 2001 after breaking into the NFL with the Saints in 1977. He initially served as Pittsburgh's football administration coordinator before he was elected to the director of football administration in 2021. 2011, excuse me. Khan was promoted to his recent position of Vice President of Football and Business Administration in 2016. Steelers have won 2 Super Bowls and 3 AFC titles during Khan's 21 year with the franchise. Khan will follow in the footsteps of a legend in Colbert, who helped build rosters that won 2 Super Bowls, 3 NFL championships, and 10 division titles. The Steelers made the playoffs 14 times in Colbert's 23 years. Okay, that was fun. Khan will follow in the footsteps of a legend in Colbert, who helped build rosters that won 2 Super Bowls, 3 Okay. They won 2 Super Bowls, 3 AFC championships, 10 divisional titles. Okay. There we go on that, and already beginning to show the signs. Okay. Also in the NFL news, the NFL is considering finally. In recent years, the NFL has made several attempts to spice up the Pro Bowl, changing the game's venue from Hawaii to Florida to Vegas. Last year's Pro Bowl included several rule changes with the hope of piquing fans' interest. Despite those changes, the League All-Star Game has struggled to gain much traction, as players and fans would apparently prefer to okay, let's hear the Klingon bit. No, let's not say we did. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, what's next on our little divisive? Of course, the Warriors and Mavericks are still, well, they were playing, but sorry about that. A little yawn there. So anyway, we continue. In more NFL news, this one of a lighter vein. Ricky Williams. That's right. For most of his adult life, Ricky Williams has walked to the beat of his own drum. The former Heisman Trophy winner and NFL rushing champion skipped her practice. Okay, let's see. He, um, the 45-year-old Williams has continued to challenge the status quo in retirement. He recently revealed that he's officially changed his name. It's now Eric E. two R's and ICID. Oh boy. Mm. Okay. Well, we've been on for about 30 minutes, and we thank you for being here tonight whilst we're still cooking it up. All right. In baseball, Josh Donaldson of the Yankees recently earned a one-game suspension for referring to Tim Anderson of the White Sox as Jackie during a recent game between the two teams. Donaldson's comment precipitated a new brawl between. All right. Let's see. Uh, in accordance, the suspension of Donaldson, Josh Donaldson, Michael Hill, MLB's Senior Vice President for On-Field Operations, characterized in the Donaldson Bud Catcher. All right, let's keep going on here. And just relax. Let it all just flow. Oh, God. I'm getting a little pooped again. And I ate tonight. Yep. In the Warriors Mavericks game, they briefly had delayed due to a leaky roof. All that rain they've been having. And wow, it is impossible. All right. And also, the NFL is considering ending the Pro Bowl game. That's right. And I think either today or tomorrow, someone's going to. Okay. Well, we are a little delayed, folks. Pardon us. Shanahan expects 49ers to trade Jimmy D. Let's go to our favorite area, which is, of course, sports media. As I try to wake up. Yep. Okay, the Sinclair Broadcasting and let's see. Yeah, the Sinclair Broadcasting half of this very show. Excuse me, Sinclair Broadcasting half of Marquee Sports network that's owned by the Cubs. Well, Marquee recently debuted The Reporters, a Sunday morning panel discussion along with Chicago-type media personalities. The Cubs and Sinclair-owned network has been looking to expand programming for years, recently adding rights to Chicago Sky, along with other original studio programming. Now, the idea of a weekend morning paddle medical everybody. Gosh, that's a little uneasy. But we've done it in here, so we're going to keep it in here. Okay. The Cubs and St. Clair owned network have been looking to expand programming for years, recently asking rights to Chicago Sky along with the original programming. This helped you of a week. Mm-hmm. Okay. And yep, um, anyway, that's it from the media scrum of the day. We'll have more for you tomorrow. Okay, that took a little long. The NFL Plus streaming service is reportedly getting the green light. Hooray. All right, there we go. Done with some headlines and yeah. Anyway, I don't know. We gotta start clawing our way into the international sports moments. Let's go to there. All right, let's rock and roll. Only one game to talk about, and that's in the National Soccer League playoff quarterfinals. Chesterfield over FC Halifax Town. Okay, done with that, and I'm slowly realizing that we have a little time. I may just do a little karaoke for you folks. And then it's sleepy time night night. Sleepy time night night. Okay, in Spain, basketball playoffs, Baskonia over Valencia, 80-79. Let's get you an update on the National Hockey League. Edmonton Oilers, Calgary Flames, the 18th minute of the third quarter. And they can't help it if it's... Anyway. Right now, in the 18th period, or not period, in the 18th minute of the third period, Edmonton leads Calgary 4-1. In World Championship hockey, here we go. Switzerland over Germany 4-3. Sweden over Latvia 1-0. I'm going to say Sunday is when everything went bad. Anyway, what was it? Oh, yeah. Latvia, nothing. Slovakia, 7. Denmark, 1. USA, 4. Norway, 2. Canada, 7. France, 1. And Finland, 3. The Czech Republic is going to be thirsty for you. They're my friends. And here we go. In World Championship hockey, Switzerland over Germany, 4-3. Sweden over Latvia, 4-3. Slovakia, taking on Denmark. USA over Norway 4-2. Canada over France 4-1. And okay, wow. In baseball, while my eyes just continue to be like this, Cebu Lions in the Nippon Baseball Professional Baseball League. Cebu Lions over the Chunichi Dragons 8-5. Anshin Tigers beat the resurrected Rakuten Golden Eagles 1-0. Chibalati Marines, there we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's continue on here. Chibalati Marines over the Hiroshima Cup 7-0. Yakut Swallows over the Nippon Ham Fighters 3-1. Yokohama Bay Stars over Chibalati Marines. Chibalati Marines over the Hiroshima Carp 7-0. Yakut Swallows over C probably does live. Okay. The Yakut Swallows beat the Nippon Ham Fighters 3-1. Yokohama Bay Stars defeated the Fukuoka Hawks 4-3. And Yomuri over there beating the you-know-what in the class. Okay. Yomuri Giants over the York Buffaloes 4-2. And let's see, we got 4 games still going on, 2 in the 8th, 2 in the 7th. Let's update. Arizona Diamondbacks lead the Kansas City Royals in the 8th inning, 8-6. Milwaukee Brewers over San Diego Padres 4-1, also in the 8th. In the 7th, it's didn't touch that. There we go. Give you a little sense of the urgency in a little bit right now. Let's bring up some bad guys. Hanwha Eagles defeated the Doosan Bears 6-3. Kaiwum Heroes over the LG Twins 6-4. NC Dinos KT was Wong. Okay, Hanwha Eagles over Doosan Bears 6-3. Kaiwum Heroes over the LG Twins 6-4. NC Dinos over the KT Wiz Swan by, of course, her Okay, and Kia Tigers, they defeated Samsung Lions 4-3. SSG Landers defeated Lottie Giants 3-2. The NC Dinos defeated KT Wiz Swan 3-2. In cricket, it's the Gujarat Titans who defeated the Rush Jazzathon Royals 191-188 for 7 wickets. All right. That is, for want of a better word, that's it for us. Well, before we go, let's divvy up a little bit of some weather. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, we can do that. Oh yeah, that now I know what I was going to do. Let's give you a wee looky-loo at. Oops. Wrong one, fellas. Wrong one. There we go. Okay, here we go with our Storm Tracker 6 exclusive weather forecast. And tonight, look for clear skies, high in the mid to upper 50s. For tomorrow, here we go. Here's our 7-day forecast, by the way. Wednesday, an afternoon shower, highs in the 70s, low 50s. Thursday, more rain, The high will continue to stay in the mid 70s to lower 60s, and it'll be a morning sprinkle when you wake up tomorrow. As a part of that, let me just say it's as easy as ABC. There you go. Okay, right now here in the city of Jackson, it is 54 degrees under clear skies. The winds are out of the east at 7 miles per hour. The humidity is at 77%. And for the rest of tonight, it'll be partly cloudy skies, lows in the mid to upper 50s, winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Yep, that's right. Okay, and let's right now get you a full detail account of what is going on in the weather. Nothing much. There's a big wallop of rain engulfing parts of the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma City, and a little bit of Louisiana. Also, might have to put on the old tarparoo tomorrow because the Doublemint twins are making sure we do things the right way. So, in portions of the Midwest, you got a lot of boom booms. You got a lot of rain to soak up there. In Seattle, it's typical. It's rain. Okay, let's get you a forecast if we can. Oh, let's see. Do we have current conditions? Let's just see here. I don't think so. There. Okay. Not much going on tonight weather-wise here in the Michigan area. Maybe a few pop-up storms will be in the area, but for the rest of the time, kind of looks good. And as we said, temperature for us here in Jackson is about 54 degrees under the most confused weather mantra ever. So there you go on that side. That is going to wrap it up for us. I am going to go tell it to the mountain and say my goodnights because there is a lot I got to do tomorrow. So we hope you'll tune in tomorrow night. It's going to be pretty easy. It's going to be pretty good. Hopefully, it'll be pretty funny, and I won't look like I'm going to be knocking off for sleep. So until then, please remember, hug your children and hug them tight. Thanks, everybody, for watching. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. And we will see you tomorrow night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, we want you to know that we're here. And to always remember, keep your sporty balls looking good. See you tomorrow night, everybody.